What's up, YouTube? It's your boy LC the Phenom back with some God of War Ragnarok today. So, guys, I was playing in Niflheim earlier, just practicing around, getting ready for New Game Plus, and I noticed, even though I've 100% the game, it only said I got 98% completion in Midgard. So, I went back around here fumbling around for a minute, and trying to figure out what the heck it was that I could have missed. Came back to here where you had to fight with the Berserker King, and I noticed there was an area a little cloudy up there. Sorry about that weird cut, guys. Had to get the DoorDash. But I don't even remember what I was talking about. But ended up coming over here. I was like, didn't realize this wasn't an area I hadn't been to yet. Was gonna go to that ledge. Then I heard Freya. Right on cue. I heard her say that, and I started looking around. I went over here first. Then I saw this. I've actually seen that in a few realms. Still don't know what that means, but I think I've seen it in. Well, yeah, I know for sure I've seen it in a couple realms. It might just be one of those things inside jokes developers put in there. Maybe somebody at the office was dating or something. But came up here, and I was like, yo. Immediately knew that there was. Yeah, it said a new site too. So this is where I stopped, and decided I was gonna restart from that checkpoint and come back over here. Cause maybe a resource or new attack.
Whoever was here left long ago.
Cool. Saw this little book on the ground. I didn't pick it up though, so let's do that real quick.
What did you find?
A list of provisions needed to prepare a meal.
A recipe? Who left that way out here?
Let's take a look at the ingredients. Perhaps the recipe will lead us to them.
Hey, we got a whole nother mission. Cool. So yeah. Yeah, why not, y'all? So I figured this was just gonna be like an item or a relic or something, but if it's a full-blown mission, why don't we just do that for the channel tonight? Hold up a second. I'm sending this text message. Let's look at this mission. Cool. So I'm guessing these are places on the map. I'm just gonna have to find where they're at. So guys, sorry about the weird cut, by the way. So I realized this is one of those kind of fish quest missions that's not that you just have to kind of find this stuff in the world. So I did look up a guide real quick, and apparently the hearts have something to do with it. So I'm gonna go to the two that I know, and then I may have to use another guide after that to actually find the rest. But
Do they match the ones in that recipe book you found?
I imagine we might find one of those ingredients around here. Ah, I knew I recognized those initials. The Ballad of Yari and Somar.
I'm not familiar.
An old tale, but a good one nonetheless. The carving marks their passage through this realm. We could always try and find the others if you're curious.
so yeah, apparently those hearts that you see throughout the realm are where you're gonna find the ingredients at. I know for sure there's another one in Svartalheim by the mine, so let's go do that, and we may have to use a guide for the rest of this. If I'm not mistaken, there's a Nornian chest over here too that I didn't get. So if we can, let's go ahead and get that too while we're over here. There are no more apples or blood meat in them, but I just want to knock them off. It's crazy too that you can get the platinum on this without actually doing everything you can do. So like, it's always nice to run across something new. Like I said, I'm just really gearing up for New Game Plus. I'm gonna do a full playthrough on the channel when that comes out. Because when God of War first came out, I wanted to play that for me. And some of this stuff probably wasn't gonna be too fun to watch. But new game plus, I should be able to run through it much quicker and keep it entertaining. So I know there's another heart on that rock formation that's gonna be like that way. So yeah, it should be like right around here actually. There she blows.
Another carving from Yari and Somer.
Probably another
I don't see no ingredient
here,
though.
brother.
Ah, there you go.
It is an ingredient from the recipe. How did they reach this realm?
Oh, they were well versed in realm travel. You see, Yari was raised a Midgardian warrior, meant to fight in the family's wars, find a wife, die for glory. But he rejected it. He left.
He followed his own path.
I wouldn't be surprised if we found their mark in other realms as well.
Alright, cool. 2 down, 2 to go. Let's do this Nordian chest too. I don't believe I had the drop near Spear the last time I was here, so let's try to knock this out. I think there's one. Yeah, there it goes. And I'm sure it's here somewhere. It's usually in pretty close range. It's just like all about perspective, so you gotta kind of just, yeah, look where they don't want you to look. Really can't think of nowhere else to look. I feel like I gotta be just overlooking it. So we looked under the Minecraft. We looked over there about a little by the water. It's probably like in a cracker somewhere over here. They always have one that's just hard to find, like the other ones be pretty wise right there. Alright, so just wasted like almost 20 minutes of my life, but hey. Let's go open this chest. Shattered rune. Cool, bro. Okay, that works. Probably gonna cut a good portion of that out. Let's head back to the realm travel gate. What's crazy too is I wondered, like, ever since I saw that first one, like I said, I always thought it was like just like one of those inside jokes with the developers, or like somebody in the company was dating somebody or got married and they just put their initials up there. But turns out this was a whole little side mission. Make it a boss fight or something at the end of it, who knows? It may be me asking for a little too much, but hey, you never know. I hope it's more than just a fetch quest though. What's up there, Fred? Looking good, girl. See you in all your gold queeniness. You know where I'm from. You know I am the god of war, but I'm also the god of booty. What it do? Shall I put a blessing on you? Look at her. She looking over at him like, ooh, Big Daddy Kratos. You already know. I do things your wife could never. Bear with my stupidity, y'all. Alright, like I said, that was the only other one I could just remember right off from where it was at, because the last time I booted it up, I saw it over there. So I'm probably going to use a guide to find the rest of these locations, so y'all give me just a second. Sorry about the weird cut. So guys, I did find a guide and show me the locations of where they'll be. This one's over here in the burrows, like to the far left corner. Shout out to Gamer Pillar. That was actually the guy who had the guide. Make sure not to watch any story elements or something for it. I'm just looking to show where he shows the location on the map. So I feel like we should be able to do the rest on our own. So the map said it was somewhere. I see the heart. There it goes.
From Yari and Somer here.
Another ingredient around here, brother.
Is it? I am kind of blind, so. I mean, it wouldn't be this far away, right? Maybe. No. Well, there's an area back here. Maybe. Music person. Ah, there you go. I see it.
Mimir, tell me more of Yari.
After leaving his family, he wandered the realms in search of something unnameable. But in all his wondrous travels, nothing satisfied him. Until he met another wanderer in search of something similar. Unnameable. He was called Somer.
Let us find the final ingredient.
Cool. We have one more place. And on the map he showed it's in Vanaheim. Over there by where you have the Berserker fight. So let's head there next, guys. Oh, if you haven't found a troll, there's one that's over right there too. Well, I guess I can't see where there he is, but I'll put an arrow or something. I'm so glad there was a realm travel gate right here, because this was like one of the more tedious places to get back to. I remember this Berserker fight that I had here very well because I didn't have a revive stone. And I did not feel like backtracking all the way back and then having to come back here just to have that fight. So yeah, that was one of the harder Berserker fights.
The last ingredient in the recipe.
Cool.
One more ingredient around here, brother.
The meeting of Yari and Somer.
Ah, right. So the two agreed traveling together might be beneficial.
And less lonely.
Aye. Their bond with each other grew quickly, and the meals they shared became legendary. It was said that to dine with them could sustain you for weeks.
That was the last of the ingredients.
We could take them back to the cauldron in Midgard.
For sure, for sure. And we can actually track this. But yeah, like that particular Berserker fight wasn't even just stupid hard here. It was just, yeah. I hope that doesn't make me lazy for not having having to use a resurrection stone to fight him. What it is. I was kind of under leveled at that point too. Boom, boom, boom. Let's head back to good old Midgard and hopefully we might have a boss fight or something waiting on us. Round travel gate right there too. Huh? It's not let me select it for some reason. Oh shoot, that's the mission. Wow. I thought that was the round travel gate for a second. My bad.
We must always be on the hunt for resources.
I'm with you.
See, even after a couple of updates, Freya still couldn't Kratos off at the end of his sentences. I'm gonna throw my axe down here. I wonder will it take as long to come back up as it takes to go down. Let's count like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Blew it out the water coming back. Alright, let's... What? Oh, I'm following the wrong way marker. Oh yeah, okay. I just thought about it. I think I'm asking for a lot, hoping that there's gonna be like a boss fight or something up here, because I feel like I'd have seen it on YouTube or something by now.
What's that?
Where? I'm not even talking about the same campfire we just left like an hour ago. Okay, I guess we're cooking up some food.
Finish the story.
Gladly. It was said that Yari and Soma first shared a kiss in the fields of Jotunheim.
Oh? How'd they manage to reach Jotunheim?
Don't know. Point is, they went on countless expeditions, each location more beautiful than the last. But they found as they did, the destination became less important than simply traveling together.
And the unnameable thing?
It was home. Yari and Soma had found it in each other.
Oh, that's sweet. And look, that is the end of the mission. So, no boss fight after all. Still pretty cool though. Delicious creation that warms the body and soul. Permanently increases all stats by 5. Okay, I actually fucks with that. That's actually a pretty good reward. So yeah, guys. Hope y'all have enjoyed the content. If you have, make sure to like and subscribe. And new game plus will be out soon. I'll be back with some more of that God of War content. But until then, stay phenomenal, my friends. See you next time.